In 1967, Andy Warhol acquired an image of Marilyn Monroe and began a series of color studies. He used the bright colors of the pop art movement. Using a selfie, you're going to make a quad of different images. Here is some of your classmates' work. Choose an image that is a large portrait, not one that you would have to crop and enlarge. The next step is going to be creating the 4 artboards. I'll zoom out, and then using the artboard tool, I'll copy the artboard by holding the Alt or Option key as I click and drag to the right. I'll do the same thing again, holding the Shift key to select both of these artboards, press Option or Alt, and then click and drag down. Now I have 4 artboards. Look in the Layers palette. You'll see all 4 artboards here. I'll lock 3 of them so that I can work on just one layer. When I start my work on this first one and want to change this color to a bright pop art tint, I can use the Select drop-down menu to choose Same and then Fill Color. Now, as you can see, everything that is that one color on this artboard only is selected. I'll open my color palette and choose a warm tint for the lightest color shape. The color beside this shape is slightly darker. Remember, on the color palette, tints are the light colors at the top, hues are in the middle, and shades are at the darker bottom. I'll select the shape right beside this one I just changed, and then select Now it's time to create a background of cool colors. A warm subject with a cool background is the first part of the assignment. I imported a color wheel to help you see the warms and cools. The face is predominantly a warm orange. These are the warms and these are the cools. Complementary colors are opposites on the color wheel, so maybe I'll choose one of these blues. To select only these top white parts of the background, I'll use my direct selection tool and select them one at a time, holding my Shift key. I'll zoom in to see better, then hold the Shift key as I select each one. Remember to zoom in, Command or Control+, for detail work. As I am selecting each one, I see some other small white sections that need to be selected. Again, I'm holding my Shift key to select multiple shapes. The reason I'm not using the Select drop-down menu is because I don't want to select any of the shapes from the teeth or the shirt. With my color palette open again, I'll choose a different bright blue. I'll zoom out to see how I like it. Good. Now I'll choose a darker blue for these shapes, zooming in again for detail work. I've completed all 4 of the portraits now and placed a color wheel next to them so that you can see how I arranged the warm and cool colors and the tints and shades. This small map shows you what you are asked to do in this assignment. Note that the top left and the bottom right both have a warm subject and a cool background. They both have the same thing, warm subject, cool background. And yet, the color choices on each one are quite different. I also looked at my complementary colors on the color wheel and decided to make her glasses a color that is complementary to the face. So here it's purple and a yellowy orange, here it's blue and orange, here it's red and green, and here it's green and red. To save and export this project, first choose Trim View from the View drop-down menu. That will clean up the edges. Then from the File menu, choose Export and Export As. Here, make sure that PNG is chosen from the Format menu. Be sure that your initials are in the title. And we will not check Use Artboards this time because we want to see all 4 artboards. That's what you're going to see in the PNG. I'll ask for a white background and then I'll click OK. This will give me the PNG that I need to post to Brightspace.